Welcome to the English news of Bình Phước Television. I'm Thục Anh. Now following are the headlines for today. Diplomatic conference discussed Halal food development. Dining and tourism facility inspected ahead of Bình Phước Marathon. National Assembly scrutinized supervision of handling voters' petition. Vietnam-Romania promote traditional relations. Fruit and vegetable export set new record. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs held an online conference on economic diplomacy with Vietnamese representative agencies abroad on November 20th to strengthen international cooperation to build and develop Vietnam's halal food industry.
The Prime Minister is strengthening international cooperation to build and develop Vietnam's halal food industry to 2030 project on February 14th. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the global halal market has considerable potential and may reach $1.97 trillion by 2024, with annual growth standing at about 6.3%. However, Vietnamese businesses participating in the market are only doing so at the preliminary level. The People's Committee of Bình Phước Province has been interested in expanding and diversifying markets and mobilizing international resources to develop a halal industry. The Bình Phước Provincial Investment, Trade and Tourism Promotion Center, meanwhile, has provided extensive information on the global halal industry. It also created favorable conditions for businesses to study, attend, and display products and goods at the Vietnam-Saudi Arabia Business Forum, linking the Riyadh Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Saudi Arabia and other important partners. Coconut shell charcoal products from the Cao Nguyên Bình Phước Import-Export Company Limited have been consumed in countries within the global halal market.
The Bình Phước Union of Friendship Organizations and the Red Cross Society, in coordination with Thanh Lâm Pagoda, Pháp Huyền Pagoda, and Thanh Nghiêm Pagoda, and volunteer groups, clubs, and sponsors from home and abroad, have held a charity trip presenting gifts to overseas Vietnamese in Cambodia and Laos.
The delegation visited and presented 350 gifts to overseas Vietnamese in the mountainous district of Pak Song in Champasak Province, Laos, and 150 gifts to people in difficult circumstances in Mudukiri Province, Cambodia. Each gift was worth 500,000 Vietnam dong and included rice, instant noodles, and other necessities. The delegation also gave 100 gifts worth 300,000 Vietnam dong each to poor students in the two provinces. Speaking at the presentation ceremony, a leader of Pak Song district thanks the working group for the meaningful gifts, saying he hopes that local Vietnamese people facing difficulties will receive more support from organizations and sponsors.
An interdisciplinary inspection team from Phước Long conducted an inspection tour of accommodation providers and food and beverage establishments in the local area to ensure the necessary conditions are in place for athletes and visitors at the first Bình Phước Marathon Truyền group this weekend.
The delegation included representatives from the town's People's Committee, Department of Culture and Information, Police and Medical Center, and inspected and guarded eateries, restaurants, and service businesses in the area on complying with legal regulations on food hygiene and safety, food prices and beverage services and accommodation to create a beautiful image of Phước Long's tourism sector for athletes and visitors. The delegation also asked restaurants and resorts as well as hotels to sign a commitment to strictly comply with business regulations, including listing prices and selling at the correct listed prices. Phước Long town is expected to welcome thousands of visitors to the two-day marathon.
Moving on to the top stories around the country, the 15th National Assembly continued the 6th session in Hanoi on November 20th.
National Assembly deputies discussed the results of the supervision of the settlement of voters' petitions sent to the 15th National Assembly's 5th plenary session on November 20 morning. According to the documents, through deputies' meetings with voters, 2,765 petitions in various fields such as labor, social welfare, health, transport, education and training, and natural resources and the environment were collected and transferred to competent agencies for settlement. In the afternoon sitting, lawmakers discussed a draft resolution on the application of additional corporate income tax in accordance with regulations to prevent global tax base erosion. They also listened to a report and a verification report on value-added tax reduction, and then had discussions on this issue.
On November 20th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính received Romanian Minister of Economy, Entrepreneurship and Tourism, Stefan Radu Opera, who is in Vietnam for the 17th section of the Vietnam-Romania Joint Committee on Economic Cooperation.
Both host and guest expressed their pleasure at the Vietnam-Romania relations. Two-way trade between the two countries reached $425 million in 2022, an increase of 14.8% compared to 2021. The Prime Minister suggested the two sides identify economic, investment, trade cooperation as an important pillar in bilateral relations in the coming time. He said the two sides should attract investment in areas where Vietnam has demand and Romania has strength, such as telecommunications, infrastructure construction, automobile manufacturing, renewable energy, mining, and oil refinery. The government leader proposed that Romania open its market to Vietnamese goods, especially agro-fisheries products. The minister said businesses participating in the Romanian delegation wished to seek cooperation with Vietnam in the fields of oil and gas, agriculture, information technology, pharmaceutical industry, and tourism. He also said that Romania is ready to be the gateway for Vietnamese goods to enter Europe.
Trung Lý commune in Mường Lát district, Thanh Hóa province is considered one of the most challenging communes in the local area. In an effort to address the issue of poverty, which is closely linked to limited access to education, the Trung Lý border station has cooperated with local authorities to hold numerous literacy classes for members of the community.
Literacy classes are held every night of the week in Cam 2 village. At around 7 p.m., villagers happily encourage each other to attend, taking the bumpy road guided by flashlight. Most of the participants in the literacy class are women of different ages. They are keen to learn letters and calculations, as they understand the practical significance of literacy in their daily life. In the past, many people felt reluctant to attend such classes due to their household chores or a lack of support from their husbands. Some believed they were too old to pursue studies. However, the soldiers from the Trung Lý border station visited their homes to persuade them about the importance of education. They emphasized how learning could lead to increased productivity in farming or animal husbandry, better family care, and self-protection. As a result, many now willingly take part in the classes. In addition to their primary responsibilities of safeguarding the border's sovereignty and security, supporting economic development, and combating hunger and poverty, the border soldiers have also shown a commitment to educating ethnic minority groups residing in the mountainous region. The commitment of the border soldiers stationed at Trung Lý has played a significant role in improving the literacy skills of local villagers, enabling them to enhance their financial prospects. This has also resulted in villagers becoming resilient against the influence of adversaries, leading to the promotion of security and order at the border.
Vietnam has achieved a new milestone in fruit and vegetable export, setting a record in revenue for the first 10 months of this year.
Since the beginning of the year, Vietnam has received a large number of orders, especially for high-value products such as durians, mangoes, and jackfruits. From January to October, vegetable exports reached over $4.9 billion, up nearly 80% year-on-year. According to the Vietnam Fruit and Vegetable Association, Vinafruit, the reopening of the Chinese market as well as protocols signed with the largest market of Vietnamese fruits and vegetables were among motivations for growth of fruit and vegetable exports. In the last 2 months of 2023, Vietnam is projected to earn over $1 billion from fruit and vegetable exports, mainly dragon fruits, bananas, and durians.
And that's were 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch this news again, you can download our mobile app BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Now thanks for staying with us and see you next time.